Alrighty folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I am coming at you with another League of Legends gameplay. And this time, as you can see down here on the lower right hand side, I am playing the newest champion to be released by Riot Games for League of Legends, and that is Volibear. I've really gotten to like Volibear. I was going to make Leona my main tank, but Leona has been bumped down into my secondary tank. And also if I feel like playing a different tank other than Volibear, maybe need a little bit more control, I'll play Leona. And then of course I've also backup tanking on Gnosis as well. He's kind of like my third. Well, my team, we are PC Potatoes in Dairy Huck on Israel, Vladimir on Kilolikes, Remedia Happy Man on Zealand. I'm of course playing Volibear, and Game Rockin' on Fizz. And we have Wish Seeker on Master Yi, Lumi Tion playing Riven, Aston 18 on Swain. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because I'll mess it up on Vayne. And same thing for Blitzcrank.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Now, I honestly wanted to go with Fizz and Game Rockin'. We'd have been an awesome combination. But Derry insisted on being with either Fizz or myself, so fine, we broke up the team here, and I went with EZ.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Ah, damn my microphone to speed things up. Now, I'm pretty sure that there's no jungler in this game, so there'll be a full lane v lane.
Suppose you're expecting some unbearable pun.
And speeding things up there a little bit, checking to see if they're going to steal the blue. Blitzcrank, as you saw, was down here, so Blitz will be in the lane, as well as Vayne will be in the lane. And you can see already Fizz and them setting up top here. Signaling for a fallback, yeah, whatever, I'm Volibear, damn it. Now, keeping in mind, this is my first time ever playing Volibear as well. And, like I said, it's just a lot of fun. He is a monster. He's truly a bear, but it's not his damage that makes him that, or it's not even his durability. It's his skill set. And a lot of people say, oh, he's got to be nerfed. I honestly don't see how you could nerf him that much. He's actually, as far as I can tell, balanced. You see, I take the 3-shot silver from Vayne there, and yeah, I don't care too much. It doesn't take off that much health. I don't know, maybe Blitzcrank trying to line up for Rocket Punch, not getting it. Oh, and it will be Riven up top. I guess there is a jungle in Master Yi. But not a great what am I trying to say? Not a great jungle. You know, this is one of those things where we come off stronger because we don't have the jungle. Their jungle isn't all that powerful. But I'm not knocking as a jungler. Like I said, I've jungled a few times now. Oh, really? You like do that? Flip? As I missed the flip several times. And I'd have gone after Vayne if I had known that she was going to get him like that. But that's not what happened, unfortunately. So Derry ends up paying for it as I attacked the wrong person, but it happens. You see Yi trying to help go for the gank here. And yeah, between the bomb and the dot that Fizz puts on you, she ends up going down, and it ends up being a very fail gank. I was being hit by Vayne, and I chased her off using my charge ability. You see, I'm not overly scared. Oh, wow. Really, Blitzcrank? Follow me into the tower? Seriously? I almost wish he did grab me there. He wouldn't have survived. Here we go, working to chase down Blitzcrank. He ends up using Ghost, having to get away. I do slow him, but it is not enough as we push both people in the lane back as Derry comes back. If I had boots there, I would have caught him. So, you know, not a ton of action. We have Kilolikes in against Swain. You know, Kilolikes is badly hurt, but he manages to escape there with very little health. Swain's about half health. Not a huge deal. You see, we're already pushing the tower here as we force both parties to retreat. Blitzcrank coming in, trying to keep things going. Getting harassed by Derry. Riven not able to do much up against Fizz up top, especially she's 2-on-1 with Zealand. That's not a great place you want to go. So we continue to harass Blitzcrank there in vain. I have yet to go back. It's a little harder playing Voli as the tank because you're not going to gain a lot of gold. You see, she doesn't continue to pursue, doesn't get the 3-hit bonus, so not helping her too much on her part. But yeah, see, not getting the... There's the flip up as I charge in, forcing Blitzcrank to retreat. Wasn't really going for the kill, it was going for the harass. I'm going to get him hurt a little bit more. Not sure what he grabbed there, it must have been a minion. At first, I was a little concerned about going up against this team. And the Vayne wasn't all that bad, but the Blitzcrank... We poke back into the middle here. Yes, it's Kilolikes with the epic skin, by the way, which I forgot to mention. More damage going out here. There goes the flip on Blitzcrank. There's the pursuit. There's the kill. Even though I get impaled and stunned up top, it's still enough. Picking up the assist with Derry, who gets the kill on Blitzcrank. Just a little too overconfident. Now, one thing I like about Voli is your ability to just chase off other people. You're easy teleporting in, pushing Vayne back into the tower. But if you get fed enough on Voli, if you can get even just a little bit, you can become a very imposing force in the lane. You can say that about everyone, but I also believe that the ability, you know, the skill set, and the... Uh-oh. That was interesting. Shark. The dance out, speeding out. Zealand jumps in with the bomb. Is it enough? Nope. Unfortunately not. Almost, but not quite. Nice try on my team's part. Master Yi coming up as well. Quick speed up on Fizz, and they escape. No problem. The Fizz, the Master Yi not doing so great. But as I was saying earlier, even the model presence and the skill ability, such as you hear that Volibear roar and you see him go down on 4s and start coming forward, you're immediately in retreat. Plus, his sprite altogether, you know, as far as I can tell, despite Blitzcrank's big arms there, Volibear's, I believe, the second largest model. Yeah, get that minion. But other than Cho'Gath, after he gets some... Yeah, there's my ulti there. I'm just using it to clear the lane. Not a big deal. She impales me, doesn't do anything with it. Didn't hurt all that much anyways. Get that minion. Our minion's mad now, he's going after you. But, yeah, other than Cho'Gath, and even Cho'Gath has to get some numbs, it's a very imposing sprite, and it can make you think twice. I know it's a game, but mentally speaking, when you see someone or something come out from somewhere suddenly, or, like I said, you see Volibear go down on all 4s and rush you, you got to think twice. 1 second. You know, Riven was having a hell of a time against Zealand and Fizz. Fizz was his mobility and ability to DOT, as well as Zealand. Man, his bombs frickin' hurt. And if you build for that, if you build for those bombs to be painful, man. You see, I'm not paying a lot of attention to Vayne's poking. Maybe I should, but it doesn't bother me all that much, honestly. I'm taking some damage, but I'm not worried. I, for one, know I'm probably going to be heading back pretty soon to pick up a few extra things. Yep. No, not yet. Oh, there I go. I go down into my all fours. I knew I was not going to get her. I knew I was going to get knocked away. The whole point behind that was just to drive her back, get her away from the lines to help clear the wave. And so Derry will have some... Yeah, there we go. He'll have a runway to work with if he needs to play fallback in case Blitz comes back, who's up top right now trying to help Riven, who's doing something very stupid and chasing Fizz. Now he's got Zealand on her back. If Zealand puts one more bomb on her, there we go. That's going to be the end of her. Man, what kind of feeling is that, knowing that you're doomed? There's nothing you can do about it. There's a bomb over your head. It's ticking. And all you can do is look at it and go, fuck. You ain't going to get the rest out before that bomb goes off. There you go. Still a strong fight in the middle between Swain and Killalikes on Vlad. But... Killer taking kind of the brunt of it, but still holding his own fairly well. As I've returned now, and I'm doing my standard Volibear build. I'm going to be honest, this is not my personal build. This is a really effective build I found on solomid.net. You know, you go with whoop, grabs me, but does not stun punch me, and I just simply use my my Q to get out of the tower. Fast enough, but yeah, 2 Duran shields, and I picked up boots. As also, I've got my regrowth pendant for some extra regen, and this will allow me to work towards a Warmogs, which is very effective on Volibear. Going for the rocket grab there, but missing, falling fairly short as Vayne returns. Now Vayne with considerable damage there in a BF sword. But still not something I'm worried about. There we go, into the bushes. I do get impaled, but they do not follow up. In there, grabbing Derry. I come in. Down goes the ulti. They are going after him. I flip Blitzcrank over. They do manage to get Derry, but having to use her ulti as well. But I turn around and pick up Blitzcrank on the other side, making it a 1-for-1 kill. The unfortunate part is it's Blitzcrank that's died twice. Vayne has gotten 2 kills, and a fed Vayne is a nasty Vayne when she's on the other team. You see me just kind of stand there and take those hits and chase her back, tell her, go away. I don't know how my flip missed there. Taking more hits. I'm a little hurt, but I'm not overly worried yet. I flashed out, not sure why. You can see my health coming back quickly as I got knocked down into my ability, which I heal for 30% of my maximum health over 6 seconds. When I drop below 30%, it has a 120-second cooldown. That's a 2-minute cooldown on, time on that. Blitzcrank returning to the middle lane to try and sustain while Swain has gone back. That's the great thing about Voli. If you do get him low on health and you can get away, you can regen your health and still stay in the lane and not have to worry too much. Plus, I've got the pendant working for me. Plus, with the build I have some regen going on in my mastery, so I'm gaining my health back rather quickly with very little to fear. Oh, there's Blitzcrank. There's the pop-up, thinking he's one-on-one. Wait a minute, no, he's not. Here I come. Trying to come in full speed. Blitzcrank forced to use his ability to get away, and he will make it to safety. Signaling me his fall back, and I'm like, yes, I know. Oh, wait, there's Master E. He decides he wants to try for a kill. 2-on-1, really? In I come. He uses his ability, but not enough, and he gets taken down by Derry. Blitzcrank trying to come in to help. Not enough. They will get Derry again, but I will manage to get away. As you can see here, Zealand and Fizz on their way down. I'm just not going to fear Vayne that much as I continue to pressure her and keep her at bay. Unfortunately, Vayne getting several kills now. I'm getting a few kills as well, but not on the right person as I'm being forced back. Now, this will be an interesting little play as I see Zealand coming in over here. Unbeknownst to Vayne, so I go in, flip her over into the tower. She takes some tower hits. I do go down, but Zealand's ulti saves me, brings me back up. Vayne does not think to kill, and boom goes the bomb. Zealand ending Vayne's killing streak, getting his own killing spree going on. Very nice play. You know, expert play on Zealand's part to come down, throw his ulti on me to protect me from being killed and picking up the kill himself, helping to gank Vayne and put an end to that streak that she was getting, picking up some extra gold in the process. As we have Fizz and Vlad, thank you, trying to put some pressure on Swain, not being very successful at it. In the proper hands, Swain can be a very brutal character to deal with. I've tried him out a little bit as this is his free week in the game, and can be a little tough. You know, there's a very special combo that deals with him. Derry diving the tower, picking up Blitzcrank. You know, the poor Blitz, he's just being picked on. As I've gone back already and I have enough gold, I pick up my Giant's Belt and my Ruby Crystal. I am just a little bit away from picking up my... yeah, that graphic glitch happened in the game. That's not a League of Legends replay thing there. Vayne came skating out like that. And I am just a little bit away, I think not even quite 1,000 gold from a Warmogs right now, which makes Volibear very dangerous in terms of this. He gets 3 stacks of frenzies. He can bite, dealing a base 290 damage plus 20% of bonus health, which is another 181. So, well, hell, that's just a lot. That's 400 plus right now for a bite. And of course, it also says their physical damage increased by 1% for each 1% of health the target is missing. So, well, there we go. After Blitzcrank again, there's the flip. There's the ulti. He trying to get Derry. It is not working. Unfortunately, Vayne is chasing Derry, but he will not. They will not get it. Trying to double team me, I just casually fall back into the tower, and you can see the numbers starting to tick over my head as I'm regenerating my health well back to beyond half. No successful kills on either side, but we did manage to drive them back out, at least Blitzcrank out of the lane, and we managed to drive Vayne back to her tower again. You see, I don't even have to charge. I just can walk and I can drive her back. Missing the skill shot there, being forced to be knocked back by Vayne again just to keep herself safe. There's Zealand there coming down to try and assist with another gank, but I believe they do have wards up in this area, so he will just have to go back. As we have a fight going on over in here, Fizz getting away. I don't know if he took much damage or not, and Killalike's coming down as well, as we're going to start pressuring this tower down here with all of us trying to force the tower down. Staying in there, trying to tank it. Master Yi decides he wants to come in, and he gets a bomb for his efforts. Swain comes down as well. I'm hurting just a little bit, but not too much. There we go, pressuring the tower. Swain goes into his ultimate, but it's just not going to be enough as the tower goes down. And we now have taken the first 3 towers. Well, there's Blitzcrank again. Well, why don't we go and try and pick on him? Flip him back up and over. Up goes his shield, but he gets taken out by Fizz. The ulti from EZ coming across there as well, helping to take them out. Signaling for a fallback, especially for Zealand, would be a good idea. As they're continuing to pressure, I'm not sure where I'm going. Just kind of hanging around as we do finally start to fall back. You can see Master Yi going to push up top, as well as a minion wave building up here. I start hanging out in that area just for thinking maybe, you know, maybe they'll try and come and push, but that doesn't happen. So I decided to go for the dragon. There we go. Will Yi get the tower? Yes, he will, unfortunately, but he will also back out immediately, not wanting to stay and face Fizz by himself. And you saw the ridiculous there, Master Yi saying he was AFK. Now, originally I was going to pick up this blue golem myself, but I told Derry to come over and pick it up instead. Because, well, he could probably use it more than I could. As Voli does not use a lot of mana, really. I think Blitzcrank was checking on the dragon, finding out it's gone there. Now going to be assaulted by EZ. He is hitting him, goes into the bush. And there's the sight, trying to see him jumping forward. There's the grab. Master Yi is there, but Zealand is there as well. Pop up, but down goes. There's another bomb there. Blitzcrank is down. And down goes again. There's a flashover by Swain. And down goes EZ, but the save comes in. Now they're going after Zealand as well. Trying to get away will not happen as you get 2 kills there. But it's basically a trade-off. 2 for 2 at that point as they killed Master Yi. Now at first I'm thinking I'm just going to go around here and try and pick them up. But then I see Swain is caught up in this area. And so I'm like, okay, I'll come back this way. Fortunately, I flip him the wrong way. But it does not matter. There's Fizz as well. He will not be getting away as Swain goes down for the first time, I believe, in the game. As a nice turnaround gank on them, making it a 3 for 2. That's a good trade for our team right there. And there you have, folks, one of the major items you can get for Volibear is the Warmogs. If you're going tanky, Warmogs is definitely good. If you're going more DPS, you may want to consider a Frozen Mallet instead, because a Frozen Mallet paired with an Adamaz Impaler is actually better overall than a Warmogs. Because even though you get less bonus attack from the Atmas, from the Atmas because of the Mallet, you will actually get more because the Mallet's bonus attack damage on it gives you 20%. Plus, you're slowing the enemy as well every time you hit them. So that is very much worth the effort there. If you're going more damage and less tanky. Yeah, unfortunately that's not going to happen. So it is beneficial to, if you're going to go more damage and a little less tanky, pick up a Frozen Mallet instead. Not entirely sure what we're all lining up for. We see a minion wave starting to build up down there as well. Oh, there's everybody. Well, maybe not everybody, but at least a couple. You know, I'm wondering if they were baiting or if we just should have gone for them, because the reality is they didn't have a tower to fall back on. But I'm very, very conscious of trying to keep our towers alive from minion waves. So I waste no time in going down and trying to curve this minion wave down here. As you see us slowly building up on the Warmogs there. Honestly, I just should have used my ulti here. It doesn't have that long of a cooldown. It would have made clearing this minion wave much faster, and I could be up here helping my team who's in kind of a standoff versus the rest of their team up here. As you see a bomb going off over Swain's head there. And I'm still down here just whacking away at mindless minions. Fizz going up top to stop Yi from trying to backdoor. I'm finally on my way up to try and help, but by the time I start going up, well, yeah, there's nothing going on now. Deciding to try and go after Zealand, that did not work out very well. Zealand, a surprisingly powerful assist, to be honest. I think a lot of people underestimate Zealand as an assist character. And I'll tell you, that's something I wish Riot would put out. We've had a lot of melee characters. We've had a caster. Volibear is a tank. He can also jungle. Oh, hi, Master Yi. How are you? There's the flip over. He flashes over the wall. We think of it too late to flash after him, and he's using his ability to get away. There will be no catching him. But since I've come into the game, okay? Well, we'll get into it after this. A big team confrontation. There we go, flipping up Vayne. Activating the ulti, trying to come in to get some hits. Not sure who I'm targeting. They do get Blitzcrank, but Fizz goes down for the effort. There we go, flipping Riven over. I do have the bite. The bomb goes off. I get the bite off just as Riven dashes forward, picking her up as well. And I believe there was a 2-for-1 situation. It's good for us, maybe not so good for Fizz, but he did stop a killing spree and pick up some extra gold for his efforts. So that was a really nice play in. But since I came into the game, I came in just after Leona was released. Wukong was the next champion. So we have a tank in Leona. Wukong is a fighter melee, even pusher. Oh, confrontation going on here a little bit. Trying to kite Master Yi back. There's the ignite. Why Master Yi continued to push the issue, I don't know. He didn't have EZ down that far. I say Wukong fighter melee. Then after Wukong, I believe came Talon. Talon, an assassin melee. Big fight in the middle here. And Killer taking the brunt of it, I guess. Yep, looks like he's taking the brunt of it. Not able to stand against Swain in his ulti form. But that's alright. Not an easy thing to go against. But yeah, after Talon came Riven, who's a fighter melee jungler. And then after Riven, I believe came Xerath, who is a mage. Mage caster. Oh, hi, Blitz! No, you're not getting away this time. Missing the bite, unfortunately, on him. There's the ignite as we continue to pursue. Down into the chase stance I go. Flipping him over. There's the roar. Oh, I get knocked back by Vayne, but managing to pick him up. There's a big bite on Master Yi. Finally getting that bite in there. There's the slowdown. There's the bomb, but it will not kill him, unfortunately. But still, it was a nice chase down on Blitz. Like I said, there came Xerath, and then after Xerath came Graves, who's attack damage range. After Graves came Fizz, who is ability power based, but he's still a melee melee fighter kind of assassin, even though he's ability power based. He's still more of a melee fighter pusher. And then finally we have Volibear, who's a tank melee fighter pusher, I guess you could say. There's in all that, so you know, you go Leona, Wukong, Talon, Riven, Xerath, Graves, Fizz, and Volibear. That's 8 champions that's been released with only 1 mage and 1 Master Yi, not the brightest in the world, standing in there against a very fed Fizz. But yeah, this 8 champions, 1 mage, 1 assassin, I'm trying to set up for the gank out here. And here I come in full mobility. There we go, grabbing Blitzcrank. Out goes the slow. Blitzcrank shield goes up. Get locked down by Swain, unfortunately. And they do finally get kill-likes as I am just going after Swain with no fear. Continuing to push the issue. I'm badly hurt, but wait, what's this? Zealand to the rescue again. Saving me. Up I come. Down into the chase stance I go, working to get away. Major confrontation in the middle. Uh-oh. Pop goes the bomb. Down goes Riven. Nice exchange and another clutch save by Remedia Happy Man to keep me from going down. Man, talk about playing Zealand the way he's meant to be played. But yeah, 8 champions, 1 mage, 1 assassin. Everyone else has been more fighter, melee style, even though Fizz's abilities are based off, yeah, not very bright. Of course, that's just repeating myself. So, you know, like I was saying, where's the support character? Where's the support? Where's the new Sona, Soraka, Taric, Janna? You know, you can support with other characters. You know, you can like harass support with Teemo and whatnot. But where's the next true support character? Where's the next true person that can heal and that can really be a support?
Gather together your allies so you can pool your tears.
Okay. You know, that's what I want to know. Where's all that? But hiding up in the bushes here, waiting to see if anyone comes out to try and protect the tower. There we go. Waiting, waiting. Here I come. Going right after Swain, who I perceive as the biggest danger. He's going to be forced to flash away. Yeah, you want to hit me with that? We'll see. There's the slow. There's the bite. She flashes away, just barely making it. Master Yi, really? Comes out after Zealand. A lot of good that did as he protected himself. There's the ulti. Now going after Zealand and them again. Not going to happen. There's a bomb on my head, but that'll just hurt anyone it explodes near. Unfortunately, they do pick up Zealand. I go down into the chase stance. I manage to get away, flashing just outside of Blitzcrank's reach. I guess you could say that's kind of the first fight that maybe didn't go in our favor, although it really wasn't all that bad to begin with. Now, have you noticed here, I've picked up Boots of Mobility. To be honest, there's not a lot of CC in terms of what I need to worry about on the other team. I mean, Swain can slow and stun, but it's really not that long. Riven has a stun, but it's not that long. Vayne can stun you if you get impaled, and Blitzcrank can knock you into the air, which there's not much you can do about that. Anyways, look at this Master Yi build. Look at this. Right, 1, 2, 3 Zeals. Boots of Mobility and Giant's Belt? Really? This guy is trolling big time. That's all I can say. And I really think that's what's truly costing the team is I don't think he was playing seriously. Here we go, going after the Golem. Going to try and escape as I come around. Trying to catch up to him. Unfortunately, will slow down. There goes the pool. I do manage to get a hit in, picking up the assist. Blitzcrank forced to back out. We just finished picking up the wolves here. No big deal. Looks like minions pushing the middle tower. Will they get it? I'm not sure, but Fizz is coming to help clear that out. As we're working to clear close to this tower, get the minion waves rolling, try and push this tower here. Unfortunately, Vayne and Blitzcrank will come in to protect. Grab that minion. Down into the chase mode, backing out. You know, just trying to push them away, trying to scare them back, keep them behind their tower. It's not going to do a ton, though. Still allows us to get a few hits here and there on the tower. Pinging for Baron. Well, hell, let's go. Let's get him. No. No. Guys. Baron. We don't need Fizz. We can just go with what we have here, but Derry not having it. So trying to set up for a gank in the middle. Now, there's one thing I've learned to really like, and it can be a little bit crippling in terms of maybe escape mechanics, as you don't get that quick flash. What I'm really liking is if you can get away with getting boots of mobility on Voli, and you take Ghost as well, not only do you have a tremendous amount of speed when you go down into your chase mechanic, into initiating ganks and taking people by surprise, but you also have that ability to avoid minion collision. So if you're chasing someone down through a minion wave, say like this, you'll just go right through them rather than having to run around them, which can cause you to miss grabbing your intended target at times. Besides, in all due honesty, things like exhaust and flash, I don't use that often. I mean, not exhaust, but ignite and stuff. I don't use that often. I don't know. I just have a hard time remembering to use it to target the other people. I'm better off using Ghost and Flash. Flash for get away or to suddenly close in on someone, and Ghost for the same reasons. Now, we'll say at other times if the team has a lot of magic damage, you know, if they're hitting hard, even for me, or they have a lot of control, then I will go with like Mercury Treads or something like that. But if I can get away with using Boots of Mobility, you better believe I will use them. Trying to push the tower here. Master Yi doing an Alpha Strike, getting a bomb for his troubles. There I go in right after I get impaled, taking a ton of damage. I will flash away. I will get out as my regen kicks in. You see my health. Look at how fast it's going up there. As we pick up 2 kills with Fizz going down. So right now we're a 2 kills to 1. As I return to the fight, not quite half health, but regenerating rapidly even without my ability. The Baron buff making that possible. As the dive in for Swain allows us to push the tower, so it was well worth the risk there. And Derry picking up Master Yi in here in the tower against Blitzcrank. We'll also pick up Blitzcrank. Starting to push this tower as well. This tower will go down. And now we are on the inhibitor. You can see how much health I've already gained back from that dive in. And down goes the inhibitor. Now coming down after this next tower, maybe going for 2 inhibitors at this point. In comes Swain, but I am not diverting my attention from that tower. Putting the slow on me is actually not a bad idea. Bomb over my head. I charge in. There's the flip up. There's the slowdown. Bomb goes off. Damage going out. I do fall back. Vayne trying to get Killer up there on Vlad. Almost picks him up. Don't know where Master Yi's going as I start heading out as well. I'm hurt enough. I don't have my pickup. Vayne is closing in on Zealand. Will finally kill Zealand. But still a decent exchange on our part as we've pulled down 2 towers. Derry's working on pulling down a 3rd tower up here. We got 2 towers, we got an inhibitor, we got a few kills. We're up 26 kills to 12, little more than double the effort there. Master Yi looks like he's trying to backdoor, won't be very successful. Now at this point I decide, hey, you know what, I'm going to pick up a Fanch and go for a Frozen Mallet as well as a Wormogs, but I will change my mind later on, which because Vayne ends up actually hurting. She does have some punch in her right now. And so I'll start changing out for armor. I believe I start going for Randuin's Omen. But I'll never get that far. Just to be honest. Spoiler alert. Master Yi taking some serious damage. Alpha Strike, really? Down in the pursuit stance, going in after it. This will be probably my only death of the game as I get a little too overconfident. Trying to take down Blitzcrank. I get so focused on Blitzcrank. Yeah, I ignore Vayne. She was in her ultimate to do it. And ended up killing me. If she wasn't in her ultimate, I probably would have survived that. You see me immediately switch out, selling the Fange there, and picking up a Glacial Shroud, getting that armor in there. I'm like, you know what? I don't need 4K health. You know, 3.7K is enough for now. I need a little more protection against Vayne. They are chasing Vlad, but Zealand is there, giving him the speed boost to get away. As we've got them turtled up pretty well in their base right now. See, they looking at Dragon? No, they're just falling back. Not much going on at the moment. Picking up the blue buff. I hate camera resets. Fizz and I heading out. Fizz going up and around. We're just coming straight down the lane. At this point, you see me come up and around here. I'm looking to set up a gank, maybe try and come in from the back. And then I see Swain in trouble. And here I come. Boots of Mobility down the chase. Just look at how fast I close that gap. Flipping him over my head. There's the roar for the slow. The exhaust as well. And he's done. I activated my ulti there for all the good that it did. As we push back into their base, just going down into the chase stance to scare Vayne back, keep her within her tower as they start going for the inhibitor down here. Down that goes. We now have 2 inhibitors. They only have 1 tower inhibitor left, 1 inhibitor left. Blitzcrank getting a little too big for his britches, ends up paying for that as well. Now see, I'm staying back, and I know this is usually a bad thing, but he ends up dying before I could even get in there to flip him. But staying back for me with Volibear can be an advantage at times. And part of that reason being, oh yeah folks, GG by the way. Part of the reason being me staying back is people see me back there, they're not worried too much. And then they start focusing on one thing, and suddenly here I come in pursuit stance out of nowhere, charging through the crowd, and I flip them over into my teammates. Can really work into my advantage to actually play back a little bit and then charge in for the attack. There you go, folks. My first time playing Volibear, I think I went 3-1-12 or 3-1-15, something like that. And I really had a lot of fun on him. He's a really fun character to play. He's also becoming my jungle. I got a long way to go before I bring you a jungling game. But hopefully I will bring you that sometimes, as well as going to have some backup jungles. I'd like Skarner to be a backup jungle. Maybe Udyr, although he's a little bit more complicated to use and jungle with. But anyways, folks, as always, I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. And if you're not playing League of Legends, then there's something wrong with you. Follow the link in the description down below and sign up on the page that it brings you to, and then download the game. Start playing for free. Yeah, it's free, guys. Come on, it's fun. Get in there, play. Secondly, if you already have an account, seriously, throw a guy a bone here. It's working really hard to bring you a lot of great gameplay, some commentary, and hopefully we'll be bringing you live event reactions within a few following weeks as my hard drive finally shows up and I'm able to clear off my big drive for some true recordings. Yeah, follow that link below, make a Smurf account, play it to level 5 for me, throw me a referral, I would greatly appreciate it. But otherwise, folks, this is One Big Bugger. That was Volibear for the first time ever that I've played him, and I really had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. I'll see you next time.